You're watching WSB Now's Access Atlanta, your source for local things to do, weekend events, travel destinations, and so much more. Watch and discover how to make the most of your weekend.
Get ready for a fun, exciting weekend in Atlanta. First up, the Atlanta Brunch Festival. Come on out and celebrate some of the best restaurants in the brunch game. Enjoy tasting-sized portions of brunch items while also enjoying all kinds of brunch beverages, including Bloody Marys, mimosas, and brunch punch. There will also be live music with Coast Guard and DJ Q-Tip. Bottomless drink tickets are $60 day of event. Come celebrate St. Patrick's Day with the Irish Lights Day Festival. The fest is an all-day party that will have a variety of DJs in multiple areas spinning tropical house, EDM, deep house, progressive house, pop and rock, and open format music. General admission is $23. Experience the Atlanta Science Festival with 100 events across Metro Atlanta and one big party in Piedmont Park. The following 2 weeks will offer more than 100 free and nominal cost events, including hands-on activities, facility tours, presentations, and performances at a variety of locations throughout Metro Atlanta. You won't want to miss it. Don't miss the beer, bourbon, and barbecue crawl. Rain or shine, stroll through Midtown eating tasty barbecue and enjoying exclusive bourbon specials, beer, and more. Tickets start at $22.50. Kids of all ages will get the opportunity to flex their physical fitness by participating in the Kid Fit Strong Fitness Challenge. It's a completion-based obstacle course testing speed, strength, agility, and overall physical fitness. The event is free to the public and features a variety of activities for the whole family. Now you have everything you need to make the most out of your weekend in the ATL. Enjoy.
Sometimes you have to look up to spot something truly unique, way up.
There are not museums like this in every city across America.
Towering over Atlanta's bustling connector, SCAD University's SCAD Fashion Museum focuses on a subject that covers us all.
All of us get up every morning and decide what we're going to put on. So anybody who feels like they're somehow divorced from fashion, we're all part of this.
Alexandra Sachs sees more than just needles and thread. Her museum celebrates film and fashion as art.
We are the only museum that's dedicated to fashion and film. There is a growing interest in fashion as works of art.
Inspired by fashion his entire life, Rafael Gomez loves to display how clothing and art can be woven together.
You can express so much, you can create so much, and you will see on these pieces, they are really art forms.
In the newest exhibition, Master of Cut, visitors see the impeccable tailoring of Azzedine Alaya, once a classically trained sculptor. His artwork molds onto these invisible mannequins.
What inspired me the most in these pieces is the amount of work, the amount of passion that it's in every single piece, the amount of hours that are put into it, and the redoing of it again and again and again until they find perfection.
Visitors can also discover the humanity and history sewn into each garment. Master of Cut spotlights the pieces from the former head costume designer of MGM, Gilbert Adrian. Materials were restricted during World War II.
You can see the color. This is not really a color, it's stitching around. It's an optical illusion that it looks like a color, but it's not. And you can really see in these pieces the restrictions from the 40s with material.
Paris and Milan are a 12-hour flight away, but SCAD Fash is bringing the world of style to Atlanta, revealing pieces that are more than just clothes, but sources of inspiration.
It's like a resource for the students and our community to come in and experience something new and hopefully come in with some questions and have an opportunity to think about things in a new way.
Looking for a day or weekend trip away? If wine, good food, chocolate, or adventure is on your to-do list, pack your overnight bag for a trip to Dahlonega.
We really like to call Dahlonega Atlanta's backyard. It's really only about an hour away.
Dahlonega's history is a golden one that dates back to 1828 when gold was discovered. That discovery kicked off the 1829 gold rush, the nation's first gold rush, 20 years before the one in California.
About 8,000 people came into the Dahlonega area hoping to find find gold.
On a trip to the town's 19th century public square and the Dahlonega Gold Museum historic site, visitors can relive some of the rush and learn about the U.S. Mint there that coined $6 million worth of gold in the mid-1800s.
What's called gold fever. I hope you haven't got it already.
I may. I'm feeling a little warm.
Oh, mercy, sir.
Once gold fever sets in, head to one of the area's gold mines to get your fix. Consolidated Gold Mine and Crescent Gold Mine are two of the most popular. Both offer painting for gold and gem mining. Consolidated Gold Mine offers a quarter-mile tour into a mine.
It's a walking tour. And the old tracks, old tools that they used years ago, the old electrical system is still there. And basically, it's just a walk into the past and history.
Over at Crescent, they've been operating since 1847. If the hunt for gold has made you thirsty, you could grab a water. But what fun would that be? Here's what you can do instead.
You can taste some great wine is what you can do.
Paul heads Three Sisters Vineyards and Winery, Dahlonaga's first family farm and winery. Three Sisters wines are estate grown and bottled. It's one of the area's 7 wineries and 12 tasting rooms.
And we're making some great wines up here.
Up next, it's time to eat. The town offers more than 30 unique restaurants. How unique? How about the newly opened 19 Degrees North? It serves seafood with a southern twist in the North Georgia mountains.
People coming back for the Brussels sprout slaw, the low country boil is ahead, and of course the shrimp and grits.
And let's not forget dessert. No good vacation meal can go without it.
The thing that's nice about the shop is that you can actually watch the product being made in the back. And that also makes people feel good from the fact that they know it's fresh. They know where it's coming from. They know the ingredients.
Paul Thomas Hoffman brought Paul Thomas chocolates to Dahlonega in 2005. The company makes over 80 different chocolate products on site.
Most popular thing amongst the kids are the chocolate-covered Twinkies that we have, as opposed to the most popular for the adults, maybe the chocolate-covered bacon. So you kind of have to grow into that.
If you need a weekend away from traffic, work, and hectic schedules, Dahlonega is about an hour north of Atlanta off Georgia 400.
Cloudland Canyon State Park is in Walker County, Georgia, on the western edge of Lookout Mountain. There are nearly 3,500 acres of trees, trails, and wildlife. And it's all here because of erosion that occurred millions of years ago.
What is now Georgia was underneath a shallow sea. So as the climate started to become more dry, we started to get into this more dry pattern, that shallow sea began to recede. And as that sea began to recede, the water carved out this beautiful landscape that we see here today.
It's similar to the natural process that formed the Grand Canyon. Cloudland Canyon's landscape is lush and green, and photographers spend hours at the 2 main waterfalls.
This for about a mile.
Assistant Park Manager Woody Hughes says that that's what everyone comes to see.
Most everybody comes here for our waterfalls trail. It's really what we're known for. It's over 600 stairs to the bottom, so it's about 1,000 foot of elevation change. So it's part of the Canyon Climbers Club that we're a part of. There are 4 state parks that are involved in it, so they come here, they want to get their stamp.
Cloudland Canyon is one of the largest state parks in Georgia. And as a Channel 2 photographer and I hiked, we spotted many families and even a group of students.
Yeah, we kind of hiked around the mountain. I think it was about 3.5 miles. On the hike, we actually decided that we kind of wanted to go hike in the Grand Canyon and raft in the river down there.
I've been to many parks in Georgia. I've seen many overlooks and waterfalls, but none quite like this.
All right, I know you can barely hear me over the roar of this waterfall, but this is why you need to come visit Cloudland Canyon. And the rain that we've had over the last couple days is making this spectacular.
It's a spectacular sight. Just 2 hours from Atlanta, Cloudland Canyon is well worth the drive. For Access Atlanta, I'm Maya May.
Here's a look at what's doing good in Georgia. Help the United Way of Greater Atlanta bring hope to homelessness. First, grab a shoebox, fill it with personal items, and then decorate. Visit WSB-TV.com/community for a list of items needed. It's a new production of a popular tale. Stella Luna premieres at the Center for Puppetry Arts, now through March 8th. Get 25% off Sundays with promo code FAM2FAM. Experience dozens of Atlanta landmarks for free. The Atlanta Preservation Center presents Phoenix Flies, March 7th through the 29th. Register today for any of the more than 200 events citywide. Or explore your inner scientist, the Atlanta Science Festival, March 6th through the 21st. To get the science-filled schedule or details on any of these events, visit WSB-TV.com/community.
If rugged camping and the outdoors isn't quite your vibe, glamorous camping, known as glamping, is probably right up your alley. Welcome to Shady Grove Campsite, where the Georgia Glamping Company will make all your glamping dreams come true.
When you come glamp with us, you'll get a queen-size bed, which has a memory foam mattress, and it has hotel-style bedding. And we have everything decorated, and you get a Keurig coffee maker, a mini fridge, air conditioner, and we have diffusers with essential oils and just everything to make it feel really homey. We have area rugs and lamps. We were coming back from a vacation where we stayed in a hotel that was really noisy and just not a very good experience. And so we were trying to brainstorm in our car ride ways that we could get our family out enjoying nature and just unplugged and just really focusing on spending time together. We used our road trip to plan this business, and we just really felt like North Georgia would be the perfect spot for it. We really wanted to keep the price affordable so families and friends can come out and enjoy it. It's about the price of an affordable hotel. We have a grill at the campground, but we also have an add-on to do a propane grill, and people will bring their own food and their clothes, and that's really all they need to show up with. Otherwise, everything's all ready and waiting for them. It seems like a lot of people have wanted to enjoy the outdoors but don't have the gear or just the time to do the setup, so this has been really good for them. In families, usually there's 1 or 2 people that love camping and the outdoors, and then the other people really prefer a comfortable hotel. So this has been a really great compromise for families to kind of get both of those experiences and just really getting them, some people outside their comfort zone, but still being comfortable. And our passion is just making sure we can make it easier for people to get out and enjoy the outdoors.
So that's a wrap on our beautiful glamping experience. To book your glamping trip, head to gaglamping.com. For Access Atlanta, I'm Brittany Tenenbaum. Woo!
I'm Kelly Audette with Access Atlanta. We are here at the Grant Park Farmers Market. It's a gorgeous Sunday. Everyone's out. It's been voted one of the best markets in Atlanta. So Benson and I are gonna go check it out. Come on, buddy. You ready? Let's go. We're here at the Grant Park Farmers Market with Sam Gator. She is the market manager for this fantastic market. So Sam, how long have you been working here?
I've been working at this market. This is going into my 4th season here.
What's so special about this one? What is the best part? What do you think?
Yeah, it's really, it's a whole host of things. So it's the park. We're in this beautiful park from April to December. We've got over 45 vendors, 70 total throughout the year that come week to week. We've got bread, eggs, cheese, local meats, all sorts of good stuff made from artisans and farmers in Georgia.
Thanks so much for talking to us. I know what I want to go eat right now, and I'm starving, so we're going to go get some breakfast and check out the rest of the market. Let's go take a look. Okay, may I do a galette then, please? Thanks. Anything else? That should do it for now. Okay, it's time to eat, so let's cut. We're here with with Chris Edwards. He is a farmer. He's from Stockbridge, and he has been, how long have you been coming to Grant Park? Tell us.
This is our 4th year at Grant Park, but our business has been in operation almost 6 years. We sell all seasonal produce, so right now we're spring, slowly moving into summer, so you'll start to see a lot more summer crops coming along, tomatoes and peppers, stuff like that.
What's your favorite part about selling at the Grant Park Market?
The kids, like getting to connect with kids and show them something new, like purple carrots or something like that, you know.
I was gonna say, like, I know what beets are, but seeing them with the roots and the dirt and everything is so cool. And I've honestly never even heard of rainbow chard before.
You got to try some.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will be back to try the rainbow chard.
Definitely. So. I'll save you a bag. Yeah.
So we made it through the whole market, and it's clear to see why this is an Atlanta favorite. That's it for us. We'll see you next time. I'm Kelly Audette with Access Atlanta. Come on, Benson.
Becky Brinkman is convinced it's the world's most unique flower.
What's an orchid? You know, orchids are probably the most over-the-top group of flowering plants that there are.
Becky is the manager of the Atlanta Botanical Gardens Fuqua Orchid Center, a greenhouse filled with plant diversity that overwhelms the senses.
Sensational colors, fragrances, they have everything in an over-the-top measure.
Orchid Days is the garden's annual winter indoor plant exhibition. So while the weather outside may be frightful, inside it's warm and delightful.
Orchid Days 2020 is a celebration of Latin American orchids.
Vivid colors combined with the vision of a famous architect create one-of-a-kind enclosed garden spaces.
We drew our inspiration for the show from the works of the renowned Mexican architect Luis Barragan, who is one of the most influential modernist architects of the 20th century.
Barragan's use of shadow and light enhances the flower's beauty, while crisp, clean contours help blur the lines between home and garden.
My favorite part of the show is the sea of blue orchids in the atrium. Blue is a pretty rare pigment in flowers. There are only a handful of orchid species that even approach true blue.
Orchid Days gives guests an entirely new perspective on one amazing plant.
It creates a really unique environment for orchids. It complements them and sets them off well. We just want visitors to have fun. We want them to come in and have a terrific experience on a cold winter day to experience warmth, beautiful colors, fragrances, and just be happy to be alive.
You're watching Access Atlanta on the WSB Now app, your source for local things to do.
What's up, Access Atlanta? It's Brittany. I am here at the Void at the Battery. This is the interactive virtual reality experience. It's my first time, but you're gonna come along with me to see what it's all about. Let's go.
Before heading into the virtual reality world, I gotta gear up with a backpack-based computer rig and a headset.
Okay, so I just want you to step into the rig like a book bag for me, please.
Okay.
Awesome. Buckle it up from bottom to top for me, please. Be 2 arm tabs below your arms. You're going to pull those down and back in a skiing motion. And then the 2 ones by your waist, you're going to pull those in like you're hugging yourself.
Everything's all good.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The Void is immersive virtual reality experiences. Basically, you go with your friends to the Void, get suited up in our gear, and enter these impossible worlds that not only look real, but feel real as well.
The sensory experience feels real, with smells, temperature changes, and even vibrations.
The Void experiences are all sensory, all encompassing. You go in and you don't just see this world around you, you really feel it. If there's a wall, you can reach out and touch it. If there's a chair, you can actually sit down in it. You get a gun in Star Wars, and you are going to actually shoot these other stormtroopers, feeling the gun in your hand and feeling the impact when you blast. There's a smell, there's wind. honestly, we go to the greatest lengths that we can to make the experience seem as real as possible. It's like you are inside of a Star Wars movie, living out that amazing fantasy.
My gosh, that was crazy.
Awesome. I'm glad you had a great time. You want me to take that last one for you?
Yes, please do.
Great.
That was really crazy and amazing.
And when you come out, it's going to be all smiles. Everyone's just amazed, I think, by the technology. And you'll have a really good time. And then your guide will take you out and where you can get some pictures and definitely tell your friends about what you've done. We wanted to bring the Void to Atlanta because, well, one, it's such an amazing culture and space here, and there was just a lot of requests and a lot of opportunity, I think, to bring this technology to Atlanta. And then specifically, we brought it here to the Battery just because it's such a busy location. There's just a lot of people here, obviously with the stadium nearby and with the theater. There's just a lot of opportunity to get more people into the Void and to really experience what virtual reality truly can be.
Wow, guys, that was amazing and crazy and mind-blowing. You're gonna have to come out to the Void to experience it for yourself here at the Battery. Check out void.com to book your virtual reality experience. For Access Atlanta, I'm Brittany Tenenbaum.
What's up, Access Atlanta? It's your boy, Wes Sherwin. We are here at the most Instagrammed restaurant in the world, Sugar Factory. Where are we? What is the Sugar Factory?
Sugar Factory, we're the number one most Instagram restaurant in the world. We're known for our confections, over-the-top desserts, and we're a celebrity hotspot. You can come here and celebrate your birthdays, anniversaries, anything of your wildest imagination. Some of the most popular menu items that we have at Sugar Factory, we have the rainbow sliders. We bake the buns in-house. Also, we have our Cookie Monster milkshake. I mean, it's hand decorated. There's cookies on the outside. You get a cupcake, you get a donut. It's just fun.
All of this is edible too. Like, I can take the spoon and I can just, eat the side of it. Me like cookie. It's not just desserts, right?
Not at all. We're an American brasserie, so we have things from salads, pasta, really nice steak and lobster. On the weekends, we have a full brunch menu.
This burger has a donut bun with glaze and powdered sugar. We have a crustless grilled cheese underneath the patty. And of course we have bacon. Of course we have cheese. Mom, I'm sorry. This is not a game.
And then what really drives our business and what makes everyone come to Sugar Factory are our goblets. We have the Lollipop Passion, which is a citrusy, melony infused goblet. And then we also have the Drake, which features Virginia Black whiskey.
Did Drake come here and say, I want to provide you with my, what is it, whiskey?
And he handcrafted it, he designed everything, picked the candies, and we feature his whiskey in the drink.
You say that it's bubbly, right?
It's bubbly.
What is it, what makes it bubbly?
It's dry ice.
So there's dry ice in it?
There's dry ice. When we pour, it's smoking, it bubbles, it goes steam, smoke all over the table. It's really theatrical and really fun.
This is peach?
Yeah, this is made with peach.
Okay.
So you get the Virginia Black whiskey.
Right.
Mixed with the peach puree. We do a bit of the peach tree, which is our peach schnapps. Mix that all together, you top it off with some sweet tea.
I get that. If you want to try a really sweet drink, lots of sugar, this is the one for you. If you want something with a little more spice and kick to it, this is the one. That's a wrap here at Sugar Factory. I'm Wes Sherwin for Access Atlanta. Peace out.
Alex Harris has always found inspiration in what develops from his camera lens.
Our experience of the world is not the same thing often as the way that experience comes out photographed.
For nearly half a century, the avid photographer has been a student of his craft.
What I love about still photography is that sometimes a photograph teaches you something about something you thought you already knew.
His new collection, Our Strange New Land, at the High Museum of Art, shows the booming film industry and how it's reshaping Southern thinking.
I didn't set out to tell a particular story about the South. I set out to see the story that my photographs would tell. What I think I discovered was this generation of filmmakers is really coming to terms with race and class and sexuality and issues that may have been taboo.
Visiting 41 sets in 9 different states, his photos give a rare look behind the scenes, showing the influence of the film industry on and off the screen.
And I also found a much more democratic body of filmmakers perhaps than it would have been making films 10, 20, 30 years ago. A number of these filmmakers are women, a number of them are African American, extraordinary mix of backgrounds in the cast and crew. So the stories that are being told from a much more kind of complex American place, perhaps, than was done in the past.
While the films race in front of us at more than 24 frames per second, Alex's camera captures something just as stunning. Singular moments in time, moments of diversity, of beauty, and of change.
A lot of our preconception would depend on where we come from, our background, our race, our gender, but we all have them. And my sense is that this generation of filmmakers is challenging those stereotypes, challenging those perceptions. And I think people who come to this exhibit will be challenged as well.